Hello everyone. Hello Dr. Craig. I am Rosinmi Escalidgid and I am here to discuss to you the topic that I have learned the most from the chapter to performance assessment. The topic that I have learned the most from the chapter 2 is what is performance assessment. Performance assessments engage students in activities and tasks that requires application of knowledge and skills through creating of a presentation or product. So performance assessment, also known as alternative or authentic assessment, is far from a testing that requires students to perform a task rather than select an answer from a ready-made list. So performance is shorthand for performance based or performance and product. So this can be simple or complex. So for example, keyboarding skills. So keyboarding skills is one of the example of a performance assessment in skills that requires knowledge and skills. So next is creating a remote controlled machine. So this is an example of a product. This also requires application of knowledge and skills. Since you cannot create a product or you cannot have a skill without application of knowledge and skills. So illustrates figure 10 to 11 illustrate characteristics of effective performance assessment. So figure 10.1 described or shows the characteristics of performance assessment. So performance assessment, students explain, justify, and defend. Students also use reasoning skills. It also uses engaging ideas of importance and substance. Typically, no single correct answer. It also requires sustained work. Use clear criteria and rubrics for scoring. And lastly, students perform, create, construct, and produce or do something. So these are the characteristics of a performance assessment. So alternative assessment and authentic assessment cannot be used synonymously with performance assessment. Alternative assessment is any method that differs from conventional paper and pencil tests. So it determines what students can and cannot do. It contrasts what they do or do not know. For example, open book exams, take home exams, and etc. So authentic assessment involves direct examination of a student's ability to use knowledge to perform a real-life task. So in authentic, this is the use of creative learning experience to test the student's skills and knowledge in realistic situations. So in authentic assessment it is basically the use of real life tasks and in a realistic situations. So what constitutes authentic assessment may varies. So for example, performance tasks, observation, portfolios, and etc. are examples of a authentic assessment. Authentic assessment must be a task that is realistic or outside the classroom. So it can be performance based or formative. So performance based meaning it is to demonstrate their knowledge and skills in a learning environment. While formative is monitoring students' learning to provide ongoing feedback. So it typically is cognitively complex. So how well the people or the student perceive things. This also requires defense of an answer or product. It includes collaboration with others where they're working together to to have or to achieve an ultimate goal. Also also has known as scoring criteria. Uses multiple indicators for scoring, and lastly has a mastery criterion reference orientation. So the benefits to using performance assessment are these follows. Learning occurs while students complete the assessment. Yes, so when you are doing a performance assessment, students will be able to learn and also they completed the assessment task. Teachers interact with students as they engage in the test and in the task. So basically, in performance assessment, teachers have the interaction with the students, wherein the learning of the students are improved and enhanced, and also the help of the teacher may help the students in completing the assessment, and also the knowledge of the students will also improve. Performance assessment prepares students for thinking and reasoning outside of school. Third, students learn that often no single answer is correct. And lastly, students value the task. So in performance assessment, the students value the task, wherein their skills and knowledge are being used and being in creating a performance or a product. That would be all, and thank you. Have a good day.